Hi, this is Darryl Jarmosco, and in this video I'm going to talk about time management, how to reduce stress and improve your productivity, so stay tuned. Okay, so here we are. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard the saying, the only thing that we really have is our time, or you can't get your time back? You probably have heard that. Another one is there's only really one thing that's equal is our time. No matter where we are in the world, we have 7 days a week and we have 24 hours a day. It's just a matter of how you manage your time makes the difference between yourself and, say, somebody else in regards to where you are in your life. So time is so important, and you can't get it back. So what I want to talk about in this video is share some tips with you on how to really maximize and make the most of it, okay? So take some notes. Number one, the first thing is, I'm going old school here, but paper and pencil. In today's world, technology and computers and all the smartphones, hey, I love it all, I use it all, but one thing that I do is I plan my day out and I use a planner with a pencil. And believe it or not, there's some real strength to that, of writing things down. The mechanics of using your nervous system and writing things down improves your memory. And in that process, it helps you, like I said, remember, but also start taking some action on it. So the first tip, number one, is old school, paper and pencil. Does that mean you can't use the other things? Yes, you can. You can still use it. But if you get in the habit of writing your day out and using pencil and seeing it visually, it improves your productivity, improves your memory, and improves your ability to follow through. So that's tip number one, is going old school and using paper and pencil, using a daily planner to sketch out your day. Okay, so tip number two is time block. Now, what that basically means is if you're thinking about the next day, okay, and you're looking at what you're going to do, start time blocking. Okay, so that could be a project in work, that could be your exercise, that could be family time. But when you start seeing that, the time blocks of what you're going to be doing visually, remember tip number one, going back to old school and using a daily planner, when you see time blocks of what you're going to do, it works wonders. Okay, if you don't like what you see, then change it. Right? But it helps you get really clear on my time blocks, what exactly will I be doing. So tip number two would be time block your activities and write those out. Okay, tip number three is limit your distractions. Let's face it, everything's got a little ring to it, a little buzz to it, some little chime to it, our phones, our computers. We get distracted more than we realize. So what is it that's constantly distracting you? Now, it seems like in today's world we're near computers, laptops, and if they make a little noise, it's almost like Pavlov's dog. We just kind of go over there and we have to open up our emails, we have to look at, the message and whatever it is, or the buzz on our phone. We have a lot of distractions, and those distractions mess with our focus, or they send us off to a whole new direction. I realize I'm not talking about a perfect day. There's times you do have to react from that text message or from that email or from that phone call. I understand that. But we use that too much as an excuse. It becomes our behavior. So really limit your distractions. Become aware of what you're doing, and it's going to help improve your productivity and obviously lower your stress. Okay, so we're getting there. Tip number four is called capture reality. That's right, capture reality. What is that? Remember tip number one, back to old school, paper and pencil. So capture reality, from what I've seen, this is the best way to do it, is the paper and pencil, is really what's going on. What's the reality of your day? You probably don't realize how many times you're getting up and going for having a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, and depending on your work environment, if you're working, with other people around you, your colleagues, and you get into a conversation, and you don't realize that could be hours of your day spent in doing stuff like that, but you don't see it. You just don't see it. So here's the thing, capture reality. You take your daily planner and you literally attach it to your body, and you sit there and you take notes of what's really going on. It's an eye-opener. I mean, I literally have had clients come back to me and go, whoa, I literally only had about an hour of really productivity. I can't believe how much time I'm wasting on different areas of my day. The only way you can do that is have paper and pencil and literally, write everything down that you're doing. It seems tedious, I know, and you're probably shaking your head right now, but if you really want to see what's going on, you want to capture the reality of your day, this is how you do it. And better, if you really want to challenge yourself, don't do it for a day, because the awareness of you doing this will shift you automatically, and you'll actually have better behavior, so to speak. Do it for a week long, okay? And you will see the patterns that are time wasters for you. So that's the tip, capture reality. Okay, last tip. Tip number 5 is big dividends. Big dividends. You've heard people use the 80-20 rule to make a case. Well, here's the deal with big dividends. Is you can get 80% of your outcome in a day or in a week or a month by focusing on the big actions that pay the biggest dividends. And those actions, these things you're committed to, may only take 20% of your time. So the 80-20 rule is, what are the big things that won't take me as much time, okay, that could give me 80% of my outcome? It's a way of thinking, it's a shift. Here's the deal though, with big dividends, you're going to have to most likely get uncomfortable. If you're a sales professional and you're doing one-on-one visits, here's an idea. Why don't you get in front of a group of people? So if you went one-on-one for 10 people and that was an hour each visit, that's 10 hours. What if you got 10 people in front of you for a 1-hour presentation? Wouldn't that be more effective? But if that gets you uncomfortable, that's what you need to break through. That's just one example right there. But that's an example of big dividends. Focus on those activities that could fast track you. Like I said, you'll know it's a big dividend or a big action if inside you feel a little uncomfortable doing it. That's speaking to you. So tip number 5 is the big dividends. So there you have it. I hope those 5 tips there will help you reduce your stress, and more importantly, make you so much more productive every single day. Start fast tracking you to achieve your results that you want. Hey, if you liked my video, please go ahead and let me know. I welcome all comments. So please, below here, add a comment. I would love to see it. And also, don't keep me a secret. If you could share this video, just click share. Share it on your Twitter account, share it on your Facebook account, or just take that link and send it to somebody, okay? I'm sure somebody will find value in this because, like I said, time affects everybody, and these tips can really help them, and they probably greatly appreciate it. Okay, great. Last thing is just below here in my description box, there's a link there. Visit that. I have a training, all right? If you're really looking to become better at time management, taking a course, getting some more coaching is a huge piece. And I'm offering a coaching program, so all the details will be below. So click on that link below so you can check out my teleseminar on time management called Plan Tomorrow Today. You can look at the details, and it'll take you to another web page. So go ahead and do that now. Click on that, go to that web page, check out the details, and I hope to see you on one of my upcoming teleseminars. With that, we will see you on my next video.